Morning guys, it's one of the hottest days in the UK today and we are out and about. Basically today I thought I'd come to one of the UK's biggest amateur radio dealers or shops. I'm actually out and about anyway. I was in the local area, so I thought I'd just check it out really. I've been here once before, quite a long time ago, to get some stuff, but I've not been for a while, so I wonder if anything's changed, if it's any different. But yeah, let's go check it out. Alright guys, so it looks a bit different to it looked about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 years ago when I come here. Has it sort of expanded a little bit, or? Yes, expanded. We've cut out the TVs. Oh right, okay. No more TVs anymore. Ah, okay. So you still do do you still do hi-fi stuff and all that? TV, hi-fi, all done. TV, hi-fi's all gone. It's sort of mainly what sort of amateur radio stuff and that's right. Bit of sound gear, yeah? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Cool. Oh, do you know, I used to have one of these. It's a Mackie, isn't it? Yeah, so I was mentioning the shop actually has changed quite a bit since I've been here last time. They've cut away a lot of the other stuff they used to have, like the hi-fi stuff, and it's kind of more based around the radio stuff, which is really cool. As you can see, there's a hell of a lot of stuff in here, so I'm not going to be able to get around everything, but you know, it's quite a good. One thing's caught my eye as well here, is the ARDV1, which I've kind of been looking at this for quite a long time because it's really quite interesting. It's basically like a digital DV scanner which will receive pretty much every protocol going, and you know, particularly for DMR, because when you're monitoring DMR it's always a bit difficult because you have to have the talk groups programmed into the radios. So if you want to just free scan DMR, it's always been a bit difficult, and this, I believe this digital voice receiver, this ARDV1, can actually do that. It can literally just decode DMR and D-star. Does this one do fusion as well? Can it? Yeah, you can pick up on this. You can pick up fusion on that as well. That's quite interesting. But yeah, so you can see that. I've got my trusty little FT2D here, so I might just see if it works. So yeah, you can see I've just set this to 145450, and there's this little mode button on the bottom. You can just push that, and then you can see all the different digital modes, which there is literally loads on there. I don't know if you can see this clearly, but P25, DPMR it does as well, DCR, not sure what that is, DMR, obviously we all know what that is, Yaesu, which I didn't realise it did. They just told me in the shop that it does do Yaesu, so I've actually got my FT2D here, which I just put on the same frequency. So let's see if it actually picks it up. Testing 1 2. It's these M6JKO testing. There you go, look at that. That is pretty awesome. Really, really good. So this is like I think this is SDR. It is, it says down the bottom. It's an SDR receiver, but basically that is the one to get if you want to scan digital. Just showing me the step IR, is it? That's right, yeah, step IR. It's a control box for one of their antennas, which we just put on our roof. Had installed by Bob himself, actually, from Step IR, came over from America. Cool. And him and Justin Johnson had a go at that. So you can, you know, if you're pointing east, you'll have your antenna pointing east. If you decide you might, it's during the day, so you might pick up a bit more American action, you might want to point west. So you just click your 180 button. And then antennas now within 3 seconds, something like that, pointing the other way. That's unbelievable. So it's just flipped around. We can split it and go both ways. You can go both ways as well. Just change your band to whatever you want, and you'll see that it starts tuning, sort of getting itself prepared to receive and transmit on that band. Seriously good. So this is the future of antennas right here, guys. Yeah, you know, absolutely no sort of hassle spinning around. You know, massive great beams. It's just all done, electronically by this control unit. Yep. Awesome. Does that come with? So that comes with it, does it? Yep. As a whole complete package. It's quite pricey. Yeah. However,
what you're getting is a high quality antenna.
Yeah, you're getting something
which is going to knock the socks off anything else.
Yeah, so. But you know, us guys are like, we don't really necessarily care about a price, we just have to have it.
Yeah, that's it.
So you've got the antenna section here, all your sort of staple white stick sort of antennas. Here, got one of these at home on the roof. Well, I don't think it's exactly the same as that, it's an X50. So loads of stuff there, all the bits and pieces that you would ever need. And this is like some of the looks like some of the sort of audio and hi-fi gear they've still got there, like connectors and things like that. But the other thing I wanted to look at was this. It's the new Icon 7300. Just try and get an idea of the display here, because let's just try and focus on that. Yeah, because you've got a bit of light coming on over the other side, so there you go, you can see. But that first thing you notice when you see this is the screen just looks absolutely unbelievable, and with that spectrum scope as well. So I've been looking at one of these for quite a long time. When they first sort of announced it, I was kind of like, that looks really interesting, I'll have to check that out when we see when it finally comes out.
So when you change bands, click on the 50 there. Yeah. Brings up the options, whatever you want to do, 20 metres.
I see.
That's 20 metres. We haven't got the 20 metre antenna in, but that's how you change band. So click through, back onto the...
It's very similar to the 7100. This is the 7100 that I've got, the Icon 7100. And I love that radio. It's just so awesome. So I'm a great fan of Icon radios as well in general for that. I mean, I just like the interface on them and everything else. And this is fully SDR. You have to see one of these up close, guys. It's an amazing looking bit of kit. So I've come around to the it's like a sort of digital cabinet, which I know the guys, sort of my subscribers, they like the sort of digital side of stuff. So so that's cool. So from here, obviously you've got D-Star Icon radio and some of the high tiers we've seen before as well. Also the Fusion Fusion Yaesu radios, which I've done quite a lot of stuff about those. And yeah, so it's quite, I didn't realise you were doing high tier as well, so that's quite cool.
Yeah, we've got high tier and we've got Thai tier as well, which is the other branded.
Do you do the little MD380?
We do. We're waiting for next batch. They're due in probably around a week's time from now.
They've been quite popular, haven't they? Those?
Yeah, we got a load in and then a load sold. Yes, instantly. So we've got another load coming.
I think with that as well, because of the firmware and stuff you can do with those, I think a lot of people are kind of doing that. It must be a bit of a warranty nightmare, I suppose, with
there's tons of people trying to do the firmware and get
flashing the firmware. Yeah, I bet you have to be quite sort of careful about that though, don't you? Because obviously you flash your radio and you brick it, then you know you might have a problem.
Yeah, you've got to be very careful. I mean, in terms of programming, we're doing the majority of the programming for the customers. And
you make the code plugs and stuff, and
we've
all
done
of that.
a lot of that for them.
That's good.
To try to entice people to buy it.
Yeah, because it's quite.
That can put people off, I think.
Because it is quite complicated doing the code plugs and stuff. You know, I tend to do a lot of mine myself, but you know, I kind of know how to program radios. I've always done it, but you know, it's nice to know that you can get your radios fully programmed, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and basically,
our customers would like to. You know, sometimes they're not technical enough to do the programming yet, but they want to get into using them, and then they'll learn the programming side after.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got to try and help them out.
And there's so many different talk groups now and stuff now, isn't there? I mean, that's the thing. All of that. Yeah. You've got different networks. The Motorola sort of main Motorola one, and then you've got the high tier side of things as well. Are you going to do high tier repeaters as well? Do you think?
That's another option that we could look down soon. It's not at that stage quite yet.
No, I think there's only a few. There's only a handful of high tier network repeaters anyway. So,
but it's another option that we'll look down soon.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd just break into the DMR market a bit more.
Yeah, it's really good.
Push it a bit. Definitely. You'll see a lot more from us on that basis.
Cool. It's one to watch, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
So everything's got amplifiers and power supplies in this one here. interesting, they've got the thing about the Kenwood digital stuff as well, so I think they probably do those. Mainly maybe for the business side of things, but also the Kenwood TS990 here as well. Looks pretty insane. Another have a little quick peek at this before I've got to leave, but very cool stuff. Well, I'm going to head off now, guys, but it's been good to just to come to the shop and check it all out. Big thanks to Kris here as well. It's been a massive help.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the coffee.
Yep, no worries.
And yeah, hopefully we'll be back again soon and to see the shop again. But it's brilliant what you've done with the shop. It's bigger than it was when I come before.
Looking nice.
And everything's here. It's really nice to sort of know about the digital stuff as well. Like you're going back onto that, or more into that, which is excellent. So thanks a lot.
No problem.
And we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
So guys, I'm back in the car again. Yeah, it's really good to check out Waters and Stanton actually, because I didn't really, as I say, I didn't plan to come here, but hats off to them. You know, I just walked through the door with a camera and they kind of like, oh, what's going on? But you know, they were really cool and really kind of welcome to sort of show the stuff and interested in the YouTube channel as well, which is really good. It's really good to see what they're doing with digital. They're saying that they're going to put a DMR repeater here as well soon, a DMR and a Fusion. So that means they will have DMR, Fusion and D-Star, which is really fantastic. And I did see a couple of guys walk through and they had, you know, D-Star handhelds in their hands and things like that. So yeah, this is it. Love the fact that they're embracing that, and it's all good. So anyway, I'm gonna head back to my home area, and I hope you've enjoyed the little quick tour around there. I mean, it wasn't by no means nothing comprehensive, so you know, it's not like a massive big deal. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video anyway. I'm going to be on holiday next week, so there won't be much from me from my main channel. And yeah, don't forget, as always, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, and we will see you again very soon.